Welcome back, YouTube. This week's episode is going to be a really cool one because the parts came in earlier than expected, and I'm pretty excited about it. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be pulling off, as the thumbnail suggests, chopped mustache guard and replacing it with the Protek one-step crash bar with the gold sliders. And as you can see, I got the rear ones to match. So it's going to be pretty badass. It's a pretty simple install, so let's get into it. So the first step will be loosening these pinch bolts and this mounting bolt down here. In order to do that, you're going to want a 3/16 Allen. The next set of bolts that you want to remove is going to require a T45 Torx bit. I'll go around and do the other side. Make sure you keep a hand on it when you're doing the other side, because the whole thing's going to want to come off on you. Then once you have it slid off, just go ahead and try to work it out from underneath the bike. There's the old one. Now in the new design, they don't hang on these top pinch bolts. You actually have to completely remove the bolt and put this one, the new one, through it. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Make sure that the bend goes forward. This bend needs to go away from the bike, not in. When you're doing this, make sure you don't torque those all the way down. Make sure enough thread is engaged to where this isn't going to fall off and ding your front fender. So just don't torque them all the way down, because you're still going to want some movement down here. And ensure before you do the final install on these bolts, you add a dab of blue thread locker. A dab will do ya. As far as torque goes on these, I remembered it at one point. Just snug them good. Dad tight, I believe, is what some people like to say. All right, the front is on. I like how it kind of accents the amber headlight. Now, let's move on to the rear. In order to do the rear, you have to remove your saddlebags first, so let's do that. The next step is you're going to be pulling off your side covers and this bar and replacing it with the ones that they give you. Now that I think about it, you're also gonna probably wanna remove your seat, so do that too. Looks like Frankenstein, and you can actually see where you miss when you wash it. Just filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Okay, so next step, you gotta remove this. To do this, you're gonna need a 9/16 wrench for the back nut and a T45 for this. And Harley made it easy on you. It's the same exact thing on the back. Save all hardware. We just pulled off this one. That was a T45. This one's slightly smaller. T40 on the back, or technically, I guess this would be the front, and a 1/2 inch nut on the back. Keep a hand on it as you finish out this bolt. And install the supplied saddlebag support bracket. And it should go without saying, don't torque all this down yet until you get all of it put together. And then you can go ahead and slide this over the bar right here that slides on top, and you can thread that in, and that'll just about line up. Now Advan Black is going to supply you with these bolts for up top right here. And this top bolt is a 7/32 Allen. So once you got all the main bolts started and everything fits snugly, go ahead and tighten everything down. Okay, one side down. Let's do the other side. I think the intended way is to start with this and work your way back. So we're gonna try that. Might be a little bit more smooth. And this can slide in and rotate up. Oh my God, that was so much easier. Yeah, I'm assuming that that's the intended method. Last but not least, don't forget to bolt this to this with ease. It's in the kit. So this is a cap head screw, and it's a 3/16 Allen. The nut is a 7/16. So that's the last of the bolts and the hardware. Now go all the way around the bike and retighten everything down. All right guys, I'm sweating. Okay, now that everything is installed, go ahead and wipe everything down, put your seat back on, and make sure your saddlebags get put back on. Stand by. All right, they're on. Now I gotta wipe it down because my handprints are all over this thing. Okay guys, they're on. Check it out. All right guys, so it's been about a week and a half since installing the Protek Crash Bars. First impressions are really good. I really enjoy the finish. The powder coating is amazing. The gold sliders are beautiful. They don't exactly match the Hogworks Sabertooth headlight, but of course not, right? Why would it? Two completely different companies. One is amber, one is gold, it doesn't matter. But the thing that does matter are first impressions of these crash bars are really good. I can use them as highway bars. And to give you guys an idea of that, I am 5'9" and sorry, I am 5'9" and I wear normal riding shoes or riding boots. I can use these as highway bars, but I can't use the intake side as a highway bar due to the size of my intake. That power cone style makes it almost impossible for me to actually get my foot in a comfortable position on it because my knee is banging into the side of that thing. So who knows, in the future I might swap that out as well. Might as well, right? I've changed everything else out. But the install that you guys just watched in this video, it is they are definitely finicky going on. You definitely need to leave absolutely every bolt really loose to where you can get everything lined up just right. So keep that in mind if you guys are gonna go this route and buy these crash bars. Make sure that you just finger tight, not even tight, finger loose everything before you actually start to tighten it down. I ran into a couple of times where I had to completely pull it off, redo it all, try to get it lined up in a different way. But due to the magic of video editing, y'all didn't have to suffer with me. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. I've already gone on a group ride with these, so you'll get to see that video after this video. Just me, Uncle Rob, and Mitch, and we went to a really cool little burger shack, but you'll get to see that video after this one. You get to see these bad boys in action. And of course, now that I'm in the garage and the light is just right this morning coming through, I can see that my bike is really dusty, and I hope it's not showing up on camera because I hate having a dusty, dirty bike. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you guys have crash bars, and if you did, and if you do, what brand did you guys go with? And if you went with the Protek, let me know how your guys' install went. If you guys found that it was also really finicky to get everything started. So the reason why I purchased these crash bars, it's kind of a funny story. So I'm sitting there on my couch doing my YouTube stuff, watching YouTube, and this individual was in a large pack of bikes, and they come up to an intersection. I believe he's like second position back, and the light turns green and they all start rolling through the intersection, right? But there's like a small puddle of water at the intersection. And as he's rolling through the intersection, it was just enough torque on the rear tire and just enough speed and just enough water on the ground to completely loop his bike out. And he had completely spun out, and it threw him off of the bike into traffic. And it was gnarly. The bike like slams into the ground and like skids, and it wasn't a good look. It made me very, very sad to watch. But anyways, he had crash bars, and when they stood the bike up in the parking lot, after they had stood it up and got off of the road, you know, they went into this restaurant's parking lot, and they were looking at the damage on this dude's beautiful Road Glide, and it was literally $80 worth of sliders. So I'm sitting there watching this video going, yeah, probably should get some crash bars on Sharkbait here. Nicest bike I ever owned. I'd hate to have to, you know, spend a bunch of money on paint work and body work because I looped it out over something so simple. So if you guys are on the fence of buying crash bars, I strongly recommend you get them, because you never know what set of circumstances are going to be the exact circumstances necessary for you to just dump the bike in the middle of an intersection. So, or, you know, God forbid you smoke something and you have to like careen out of control and slide the bike down the interstate. Watched another video of a guy did that. He was riding his bike. I think a deer jumped out. He smokes the deer, and then he actually even had a passenger on the back seat. And what they ended up doing was he careened out of control and slammed into the guardrail, and that bike rode the guardrail for quite some time, and most of the damage was absorbed in crash bars. Now these crash bars, I bought the full set of them. Sorry, I think that light might be messing with you guys. I bought the full set of Protek. I think I paid just under $900, or roughly maybe just over $900 for the full set. But if you think about it, that covers the cost of one saddlebag lower. So for the cost of one of your saddlebag lowers, you can have a full set of crash bars. And it doesn't gotta be as blingy as this. You know, you guys could do, you know, real subdued. Protek offers a Delrent option, and those are matte black. So if you guys aren't into the flash and stuff like that, they'll still have you guys covered. So just think about that next time you're riding. For the cost of one of your saddlebags, If you lay it over, that's the first thing that's gonna just explode into a beautiful plastic symphony of Harley paint and regret. So next time you're riding, think about it. It's cheap insurance, guys. And they look amazing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel, watching my videos. There's a lot of motovlog content out there, and if you're watching me, you either feel obligated to for some reason, or you actually enjoy what I have to say and how I have to say it. So for everyone who tuned in and likes this video, and if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, that's still cool. Feel free to stop by and watch the videos. But to all of you, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. In fact, a really cool thing happened to me last night as I'm sitting on the couch. This individual messaged me out of the blue a while ago asking about the Thrash and Supply T-bars. And I'm pretty sure I just said all of those words wrong. Thrash and Supply T-bars, the OG risers, the mid-bend bars, and he was asking me about it. Like, hey man, looks good on your bike. What parts do I need? You know, do you have a shopping list, like every single thing that I need to do this part? So I hooked him up. I sent him screenshots of my shopping cart from Thrash and Supply. So we talked a little bit back and forth about the install, and then he's like, oh cool man, yeah, I'm super stoked. So then he got his bike. It was like a 21 Road Glide, I believe. He got his bike, and then he installed it, and then he was really, really cool. Last night I'm sitting there just chilling, not doing much, and my phone goes off, ba-ding! And I look at it, and he had messaged me on Facebook, said, hey man, your video helped tremendously, and he sent me a picture of his bike with those badass T-bars on it. So I was like, oh man, that's so cool, you know? I guess I never had really thought that one of my videos could help someone in any meaningful way, but in a way, yeah, if you're doing an install video and you kind of do a step-by-step walkthrough, it can help someone who has never done something like that before. So, and this guy very well might have done 1,000 handlebar jobs in the past, but he just hasn't had experience with this exact setup on this exact bike. So I just thought it was really cool that he messaged me saying, thank you, your video helped me tremendously. That's badass. You know, it made me feel really good. So I asked him if I could give him a shout out, and he said yes, of course. So thanks, man. It's badass. And yeah, let me guys know if, let me know, guys, if these videos are in fact helping you out. But again, I really appreciate you guys stopping by, watching my videos. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. We'll see you when we see you.